we're building your golf swing. You're going to have a great golf swing. The golf swing will never beat you.
Yeah.
That won't be the problem. What'll beat you are the demons.
You will not need another.
All right, Eli, it's episode 4 of the ONSZN, and we've got a big agenda today. We've got
Juicy
the Reverend.
agenda. Lenny, cue it. Just cue it right now. Right now. Cue it.
We just finished talking with the Reverend. He was not eating any pastries.
It was disappointing.
It was. We did ask him about steak, though, so stay tuned for that. But
he was blessing us. He blessed us. I mean,
I
blessed
feel
us
blessed.
all over.
I feel very blessed. We are going to get into your swing today. This is about you. So it's your episode.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do that, before we do anything, it's time for the smoke. It's time for the smoke stack. We need to update on the current stack system results.
Let's do it. You freaking deer antler sprayed. It just... Gosh. Sasha, stop. I don't know. Just... This is ridiculous. What? I mean, what? Lenny, cue the graphic. 111? Driver E-speed of 121? 342-yard distance potential? At this point, I think it's obvious you are on some sort of performance-enhancing drugs.
It's just blood spinning. That's all it is. It's just EPO.
I want to get Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa.
I'm not here to talk about the past. Next.
I want you to pound on the table right now and promise me you've never taken performance-enhancing drugs. This is ridiculous.
We're almost halfway through.
Yeah. But that's what I keep
Almost halfway
thinking you're
through.
going to slow down. I'm like, oh, he won't go up 3 miles an hour this week.
I've got to at some point.
It's ridiculous.
Or do I?
Seriously, though, I want to know. I want you to go hit a driver. I want you to hit a driver with a ball outside. I want to see.
I do too.
I really want to see, I want to see what it does.
All right. Well, let's get into your swing. I've done some digging into your past, and
Someone you
I
haven't talked to.
found some swings. Maybe some things you weren't. Maybe some things you didn't even know still existed on camera. And Lenny has put those into a montage. Lenny, can you just show those to Eli real fast?
To your mother. Lenny, cue the Baskin Robbins music because the scoop was very evident in there. Gosh, thanks for that reminder.
Cold Stone came out with 2 scoops.
They
It
were
was
just-
a Raisin Bran sort of.
They took a couple Oreos, barely mashed them up, tried to look like a hibachi chef, and then threw it into a cup. It was good. Anyway,
Scraped it together with
way
too creamy custard.
So this is probably the clearest. This is probably the clearest video I've got that just sums up what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get my takeaway, with the club head more outside my hands. In the past, we went full matador. The club head rolls inside the hands. That causes me to, come away from the inside, and it kills my low point and all that. And then the big thing is I'm trying to start, with my left shoulder really starting down. And that's what we've been working on with the pressure plate from Y Golf. But I'm really trying to get my left shoulder going down to create a tack angle. What we've been working on as of late, which is kind of the last piece, and that's why this video, I wanted to show you this video, but this is the club face shot of where impact is on TrackMan. So okay. I've spent the last week trying to move my impact point outside of the center towards the toe because I'm really, really heel biased. And when I get in trouble, I'm firing right off the heel. The feel for me is that I'm firing it so far off the toe, I'm going to kill somebody to the right. But what ends up happening is it's basically on the center or barely off the center. But when I do that, so many good things fall into place.
And the center of the club face comes for free.
It comes for free. My hand path is better. I get better. I get a better low point. All the other things we're doing with Larry kind of kick in. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So it's funny, and this is where the competition is a good thing. Knowing that you're on essentially a pitch count, like I'm sitting in the living room at night going, you need to get 10 minutes in with your back, just with your takeaway. Like you need to get 10 minutes in because Mike's doing his stupid freaking ball count with Jason. And then you posted the video on Twitter the other day of the, can we talk about that? Are we ready to talk about that?
We can talk about it. Let's talk about it.
It's the best swing I've ever seen you have in your life. It seriously caused me to break out in a cold sweat. I've never seen your takeaway look that good, and I've never seen the club drop. Lenny, hit the drop low music.
Hit the low stage.
Hit the low stage. I heard somebody, when the club started to drop into the slot, I heard somebody behind the camera go, Ursher. Yeah, the low stage was gyrating. I mean, it was all kinds of uncomfortableness.
You can't get much more low, a much lower stage than that. It was at the lowest setting.
But seriously, that was stupid good.
Man, it
was really, really that was awesome looking.
So thank you. But it there were some light bulbs that clicked the other day. It was
slow, so fast.
Slow, fast.
Yeah.
The thing he said that really stuck with me is he said it was slow, fast, and then he was like, it's almost like the way you think you start your downswing, don't do that until right here. He's like, think about like you're not starting your downswing until everything falls. Yeah. And then go. And he said, and then all you gotta do is turn. I'm pleased. I'm excited, but I'm very desperate to get on the course. All right, so we did talk to the Reverend about all this.
Yes.
So, Lenny, cue our talk with the Reverend.
An athlete like Eli, where he's been a competitive basketball player, all of us try too hard. So the things we care about the most, we over try. It's kind of like parenting. It's kind of like you coach. I do it myself as a coach. Sometimes I just got to chill out. So that was one of those things with Eli. Okay, all right, man, let's just chill a little bit. Because his passion right now is at an all-time high. He's ready to change and ready to do great things. And so sometimes your expectations get so out of touch a little bit that you forget, man, that ball's only 10 or 12 feet offline. It used to be 10 or 12 houses offline. We're going to really try to flip the script with him where he's no longer technical Eli, and he's just really going to the flow, get into a good state of performance.
Fire away. That's fluid.
Yeah.
That's free. It's athletic. That's a in rhythm jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's so different. Like even just like to lose the tension. I'm telling you, that just fights every demon I have about the vanity in my swing. I'm like,
that is. Look here, and you cannot have vanity in this golf in this game. we're building your golf swing. You're going to have a great golf swing. The golf swing will never beat you.
Yeah.
That won't be the problem. What'll beat you are the demons.
Yeah.
The don'ts, the can'ts, those things.
So where's the balance then between, okay, so, like when you're working on changing something, where there is some tension in doing that just because it's a different, something different. Where's the balance in that and kind of letting yourself go?
Give it 10 or 15 minutes a day of that, that regimented kind of like, okay, but you gotta be able to move closer to doing that stuff tension free anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But you gotta compartmentalize. Okay, I've got my technical work in today, and then you gotta trust the fact that it's gonna
show up,
transfer and show up. But what you can't do is try to maneuver it and guide it.
Yeah.
You've got to like allow for it. It would be like no different than you teaching. If I came to you tomorrow and said, okay, free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We wouldn't start at 15 feet. You'd take me at 3 feet, 2 feet,
Yeah.
and then you would go through the eye, snap the wrist, boom. Whatever you teach.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, boom, okay? And we get the motion. Okay, well at some point in time I'd say, I gotta play.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go to the game, go to 15 feet, and guess what? Elbow's gonna fly, the bad technique's gonna come in.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we're gonna go back
to 2 feet.
and then we're gonna go to 3, and then we're gonna go to 4. Next game I'm gonna go out, the crowd's watching, damn elbow's gonna fly again.
Yeah.
That's the way it's gonna work. Well then guess what? And then over time, then we keep moving back. And then in the game I finally, boom, that's the release I want.
Yeah.
Okay? Then what happens when I'm in the game and I miss 3 in a row?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what that elbow's gonna do again?
Yeah. It's gonna go.
It's gonna go. That's just the normal part of athletics.
Yeah.
Because you know something doesn't empower you to do it right.
Mm.
Last season we talked about your pre-shot routine, and you have the acronyms weld, DCR, next, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember weld. I don't remember DCR, and I've always wondered what next is, because you always have, and then on social media you always put next after everything, and I'd love to hear what that is.
Well, I even actually have it on my shoe.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Next is a lifestyle for me. It's a lifestyle for my golfers, and so we have wind, elevation, lie, distance. Then we say we have our decision. We commit to it. We react, and we get on to next. So next is simply that the shot we hit's 1,000,000 years old. We can't change it. We got to move on to the next shot. We got to move on to the next challenge. We got to embrace it. We get happy, excited to play that shot. What we can't do is, and this is in life in general, we can't dwell on the things we've already done. And so to really get, highly in the moment of getting the best performance you can get into, we have to get so locked into the process. I got to walk to there, set my bag there. Then I have to establish those things, wind, elevation, lie, distance. And it's kind of robotic, but it keeps us from getting hung up.
There he is. The Reverend. I mean, it's just so good to see him. Every time you see the Reverend, it's just a good day. You're feel blessed.
I mean, what can I say? It's just a blessing. Blessings, everyone. Blessings.
All right, Eli, that's it for today. We'll be back next week. Try to get faster. Although, Lenny, cue the video of when I hit 111 on my last swing.
Really? That's just a killer fist pump there? Like your MJ running over after you hit the shot against Utah, and you're just holding the fist pump?
Yes, gosh. I always wanted to hit a game-winning shot. I think we've talked about this. I've always wanted to hit a game-winning shot and do his exact fist pump in game 1 of the 97 finals. But
I've never hit like a buzzer beater. I hit one with like a couple seconds left, but you couldn't celebrate because then we had to guard him the next possession. Right. But I did hit one in a league game after college, and I was playing with our friend Collier, and we were laughing for a second, then I realized it was a buzzer beater, so I ran over to the free throw line and jumped up and started just Cleveland fist pumping. Like I just hit the shot over Elo. It was fantastic.
Oh man, that's so good. Actually, that reminded me. So I'm in a league game, Lenny Storytime music. I'm in a league, I've never told you this. I'm in a league game, we're down 20. But for whatever reason, I catch fire and I make 8 threes in the second half.
Good gracious.
And then the last play, we're down 2.
Did you get one of these?
No, it was like we were down so much. I wasn't even looking at the score. And all of a sudden we're down 2. Last seconds, I'm like triple teamed. I don't even think about passing. I get to like 30 feet. I spin move. I jump up and I stroke it to win the game. Oh. Buzzer sounds, and I am ready. I'm ready like this to turn and go like that
and just hold it
in and out.
Oh,
in and out.
Did you lose the game?
Yeah, we lost. And so, but I mean, like literally, that was the only time.
Same MJ story I was expecting.
But that was the only time, like, because I hit a few buzzer beaters when I was a kid, but I would always freak out.
Yeah.
Like I would just go crazy. I'd never have the control to go.
Yeah. To just be cool.
Well, yeah. And that was the one time it was in my mind to be cool, and I didn't make it.
Well, I got furious. Actually, I didn't get furious. I was ecstatic, but I was like, you lucky freaking punks. Power Thunder and Number One have both hit like buzzer beater shots with AAU basketball.
Yeah.
In big tournaments. And Lenny, cue it. Just cue the video.